Hi and welcome to Nick's Allotment Diary. Today I'm not down at the allotment because the weather's not very good, so I decided that instead I'd plant a few seeds. I'm going to plant some seeds that have been sent by Bobby from Bobby Organics, the Tattooed Gardener. Cheers Bobby for the seeds you've sent me. I'm going to plant a few of them today for you. I've got various packets that have been sent to me. There's 2 packets of kale, which one's black Russian and one's black Tuscan. And also I've got some crystal lemon cucumbers and 4 little packets of various chili peppers. So I'm going to have a go first of all at planting some of those chilies. Right, the compost I'm using first of all is a compost that I've got from a local garden centre. It's called Melcourt Silver Grow. It's a non-peat based compost, and I've added to it some perlite to make it a bit of a lighter compost. Some white stuff here. Perlite, just to let you know, I've come across recently in this last week that perlite and vermiculite is on sale at Aldi for £3.50. So if you've got an Aldi nearby and you could do with a bit more extra perlite or vermiculite, you could pick some up there. Right, so first of all I'm going to put the some of the compost in one of these trays. And just give it a little bit of a press down. I've already moistened the compost, so it's ready to have some seeds planted in it. Right, I'm going to try first of all some habanero hot Mayor Red. So they come in these lovely little packets. Bobby's got these from Premier Seeds Direct. These are all organic seeds. So I'm going to put the seeds in the 6 module tray, 1 in each module. Okay. So now we have the 6 seeds, and what I'll do is I'll just cover them over with a bit more compost. And I will apply a little bit of water. So just a little bit of water now, although this compost, as I've said, is already quite moist. And the next thing I need to do is to provide a label. So I'll just apply a label to the seed tray and then I'll pop it in my heated propagator. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant some cucumbers, the crystal lemon cucumbers. Crystal lemon cucumbers, I've read, are sort of like a rounded cucumber. Now, just plant in the compost again, and we'll get some seeds. Just open the packet. Again, I only need 6 seeds. Now, these type of seeds are best planted on their edge rather than flat down. Apparently that helps to prevent them from rotting. So rather than lying like that, you put them into the compost like that. Put one in like that. It's quite fiddly to do it on its edge because it naturally wants to lie flat go, we've got all 6 in now, and I'll just put the spare ones there, and I'll put the compost over the top of them. Firm them down so their seeds are in contact with the compost, and give them a little water in. So we've got a label ready. I'll just put that in with that one and put that over here out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to now try planting some kale seed. This is the black Tuscan kale. I've got these plugs of coir compost, which I've just put some water in to let them expand, and I'm going to use those for these kale. So I'm going to put a few seeds in each of the modules and let them grow. The other kale seeds that Bobby sent me are red Russian kale, so I'll put some of them in the other half of the tray. It doesn't really matter if there's a couple of seeds that go in each one, because what I'll do is I'll pick the strongest one to grow. I'm just going to cover over the seeds now, just with the end of my dibber. Just cover the compost over the top. Okay, I'm just going to put this little lid over the top to keep them moist, and I'll put them on the windowsill to start growing. So I've got some pepper seedlings that I've been growing on in the propagator, and they now need potting on into other pots. These peppers are called sweet bon. So what I'm going to do, get some compost in individual pots, and I need to carefully get in with this little thing I've got to separate the plants with, little fork. Try and get as much root as possible, because they don't like root disturbance. You can see the nice little white roots there, and I'm going to plant them into individual pots. I need to just empty a little bit of compost out there so that they go into the pot a little bit lower down. And then I'll grow them on a windowsill. So I'll do that with each of them. Dig down to make sure I get as much root as possible. Plant them quite low down in the pot, as low as possible as I can get. And a bit more compost. And once I've done all 4, I'll water them in, just give them a little bit of extra water. Right, I have some red pepper seedlings which I've tried growing in a bag. These are just supermarket peppers. I've taken the seeds out of a supermarket pepper, and I've put them on some kitchen towel and put them in a bag. This was suggested by Plot to Plate's channel, and Ken said that the best way to do it was to put them on some moist kitchen towel, the seeds, and then leave them in the bag somewhere warm, and they'll germinate. And as you can see, these seeds have all started to germinate now. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little tray ready with some compost in and a few, I just made some indents there to put the seedlings in. So I'm going to take each seedling now and put them just in the compost, and hopefully they should grow away. Right, the next thing I'm going to plant are these Sutton's tomato seeds. They're a variety called Crimson Crush. They're supposedly blight resistant tomatoes. So I was recommended these by Nigel from MuddyBootz channel, and he's grown them successfully, I understand, so I'm going to give them a go this year, because last year the tomatoes we grew outside on the allotment got blight. So again, I've pre-filled a tray with some compost. Just move the packet out of it. And again, I only need 6 seeds to fill this tray. These are an F1 hybrid seed, so you don't get many seeds for your money, but they do grow relatively well. There we go. So just cover them over like I have done with the other seeds with a bit more compost. And water them in and add a label. Label. There we go. Thanks very much for joining me at Nick's Allotment Diary, and I'll see you again next time.